The latest official dinosaur has made it to Path of Titans. This is Rhamphorynchus, and this guy is absolutely tiny. This is the next official creature to come to the game, and I gotta say, this thing is awesome. It looks awesome, and I can't wait to show you it all to you all. And here it is, just zoomed in right here. I love that model. I love how derpy it is. I love the fluff and the tail and the fact it's not got lips. This is gorgeous. This is Rhamphorynchus, and it is finally out for you all. Let's showcase the male and female versions right now, so it's going to be quite hard to showcase, but here's the male colorations, and the female, it's basically turns the whites into greys pretty much, and the reds into blacks, because you can see a little bit of red on the beak, and that turns into black, but everything else just goes really dull. Now, the other species on this creature. So the first one is the standard one. This is Longicaudus, which is plus 20% faster cooldowns. The next one is Etchesi, which is 2 times health stealing, which is interesting. Stealing health, very interesting there. And then you've got Munsteri, which is plus 10% swim speed. So here is the baby Rhamphorynchus, and this thing is tiny. And it's absolutely adorable as well. Look at it. It's so cute with its big beady eyes and just the fluff and everything. This is a really well-made model. But I think there's one thing that you're all here for, and that is to showcase, the baby itself. So this is what it's like running around. And it's insanely small. Oh my god. This thing's tiny. Oh, it's so cute as well. The calls are great for this mod. I really love the aggressive call, how animated it is. I really love how they've made these dinosaurs a lot more animated now, especially with a killer Bator as well. That was insanely well put together. You also get a bite attack, and this is that. And that's what you get as a baby. That's your standard kit there, the animations, the calls, all that jazz. Rhamphorynchus gets a lot of abilities. This might be one of the best made playables in the game so far, with the amount of ability choice that it gets as an official creature. I think easily this is the best one. This is better than a killer Bator in my eyes. So let's start off with the head slots really quickly. You get 5 different options. However, you can only choose one of them. You get a bite that inflicts no damage to players but can hurt critters, which is very interesting. So at first, that's your standard bite. You can't hurt players, and that means the only thing you'll be hunting is critters. Then you get some other stuff. You start off with Bloodsucker, which is a bite that returns 5% health to the Rhamphorynchus on each hit. Each bite also applies 1 stack of blood loss to the target. Reaching 5 stacks of blood loss applies a woozy effect, which reduces the target's turn speed by 50% for 10 seconds. Only usable while latched. You get Pounce with this thing. Then you get Conehead, which increases flight control by 20%, so this is not a bite attack. You then get Scab Picker, which is a peck that reduces the target's bleed heal rate by 5% for 5 seconds. Stacks up to 10 times. You must be pounced onto a target to use, but it deals no direct damage. That's horrible. If you're in a fight against a bunch of ramps and they're just pecking at you, but not damaging you, but decreasing your bleed heal rate, that's going to be very frustrating. Then you get Spear Fishing, which is a bite that completely refills stamina upon catching a fish. So much like Spear Fishing and the standard bite, they're aimed at catching critters. I really like that. Then you go to your sensors. You get Flock Migration, which decreases stamina use when flying by 10% for each flyer nearby in your group, stacks up to 4 times. Then you get Plague Carrier. While latched onto another creature not in your group, apply a debuff to it that causes 15% reduced bleed, stamina, and health recovery, and increases food and water drain by 15%. This effect spreads to any nearby creatures within 30 meters not in your group. And finally, you got Strong Lungs, which reduces oxygen depletion rate by 50% if you are within 50 meters of a live fish. For the front limb, you get Barrel Roll, which I believe Hats has as well. This is a quick dart forward. You can only do it in air, and it damages anything in your path. You get Dart, which is a rapid dart forward in the both air and water, can catch fish or critters, deals no damage. Then you get Scatter, which is leap high into the air when detaching from pounced enemies. So we're going to have to check that out in a minute. Then you get your Metabolism. The only one you get is Fisher. So you are literally only able to eat both meat and fish. It goes to show what your gameplay style is going to be. For your hide, you get Hollow Bones, which reduces jumping stamina cost by 20%, and Seabird, which is a 15% faster swimming speed, 20% faster swimming stamina recovery, 10% faster turning while in the water, and clearer underwater vision. For your legs, you get Emergency Exit, which is when in combat you jump 50% higher. Your Webbed Feet increases swim speed by 10% and decreases swim stamina drain by 20%. Then you get Pounce, which allows you to latch onto opponents. We're going to test that out on a test server in a minute, so I will get my poor actor out to show that. Then you get your Tail, which is Rudder, improves jump control, reduces fall damage, and reduces jump stamina cost by 20%. And then you get your Voice. You get 4 vocal abilities, 2 of which you're allowed to choose. You get Bloodthirsty Hunters, which increases bleed damage of group dinosaurs by 15% for 30 seconds within a 15-meter radius. You get Lord of the Terrors, which is usable only during the night, that removes 10% of stamina from all creatures within 100 meters and reduces their damage by 10% for 30 seconds if the target is not in this combat already. Not usable when in a group or in combat. Plotting Whispers increases the attack damage of a pounced creature by 10% while Rhamphorynchus remains latched. Can only be used while latched and can only stop if delatched. And then you get Rat Out, which is a call that makes all creatures within 20 meters perform a broadcast call. All affected creatures in your group will gain 20% increased trot movement speed for 30 seconds. Cannot be used while in combat and deactivates if combat is triggered. The adult Rhamphorynchus, though, is incredibly well done, and it's actually really speedy while in the air. Oh my god, when you... Yo, this thing is fast. I really like this. Look how fast it goes down and then quick it goes up. This could make Thalassodromeus redundant, I'm not gonna lie. So, when it comes to all of your attacks, there are quite a few here, and we're going to showcase the cinematics before we get to murdering our friend over there. But the first one is a bite attack, of course. This one only allows you to eat critters, or bite critters. Spearfishing is showcased in the water, and this is what it is like. This only allows you to catch fish, so it looks like maybe you have to use specific attacks here to catch things. We also have Dart, which you can do in the water as well. We can also do that in the air, which is showcased like this. The other aerial ability that you get is the Barrel Roll, and it can only be done while you are flying fast, or sprint flying. Other than that, another one that you get while you're in the air is your Pounce. Equally, there are 4 ability calls that you can do, and these are all of them. There are attacks that you can do while you are latched, like this one called Bloodsucker, which returns 5% health every time you bite. But if you stack this enough, it will apply a woozy effect onto your opponent. Now, I'll see if I can get a showcase of that from the opponent's viewpoint here, but that is what that does. Now, there are other stuff that you could do while pounced as well. The other attack that you can do is called Scab Picker, and that basically reduces the reduces the bleed heal rate on the opponent, and it makes them bleed for longer. And this one stacks as well. That's what it looks like. This deals no damage to your opponent. It just means that bleed healing rate is going to be decreased. So, the skins for this beast. It's got quite a few. You've got the default skin here, which is a very nice skin. Then you have the backer skin. And I love the backer skin on this creature. I love the cranium style on pattern 1. Right, so this next one is Budgie Riger. This is actually in a skin pack, which you can buy and is available to everyone. Then you've got Rattus. Then you've got Gull. Then you have Turn. Siskin, which is a gorgeous skin. Chestnut. I love this one. I actually, pattern 3 on this one, probably the best one so far. Bright Wing. Obviously, as you can see by the wings there, you can see that blue and pink, gorgeous color right there. And you've got Dazzle, which is a mix of oranges, blacks, and reds, or pinks even. Firebird, which is definitely the best one out of the bunch. I love that. I love the oranges, I love the reds, I love the blacks. It blends so nicely. And then you've got your Melanistic, the standard Melanistic as always, and your albino. And that's all the skins. That is that. What do you think about this beast in the comments down below? This little dragon. Do you think it's cool? Do you not? Let me know what your thoughts are. But other than that, everybody, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.